host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We welcome you all to join us
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all the businesses and all those beautiful people that support those athletes. Let's put your hands together. Woo! All right, I am so excited. You know, we launched a new campaign and Dominique and I are both on the boards here of the Elyjah Boys and Girls Club, and we were hoofing it, huh, D? We were sweating it and hoofing it. We spent the whole weekend knocking on doors, and what we're doing is doing this campaign, and what we're doing is putting those change boxes, okay?
Making it easy for people to give.
Yeah, just giving. It's nice. The first two, I got to just shout out. My love and my respect goes out to the Elyjah Jewelry Mart. Put your hands together. Woo! Alejandro and John. Woo! All right, and then we also have the Elyjah Florist on Hollister.
Florist!
It's so funny. You know, I had to pick up some flowers for my son, and he plays baseball for CC, and he was at a kids camp. He goes, Mom, please, I want to buy a new friend. Ooh, he's got a new friend. Buy her some flowers. And I'm like, I go to Vaughn's, right? He goes, I have a florist. Okay, you got a florist. Okay, so I go to the florist, and he goes, well, John is a regular customer. John's a regular customer at the florist. Okay, on my American Express card. I have to start paying attention to the florist, right? Unbelievable. But the exciting thing is the numbers are going to work, and the people down in Old Town Elyjah, we're going to make some T-shirts for those. They're so contributing. A lot of people don't realize we have a homeless problem, and it's nobody wants to talk about it, but we got a lot of kids in Elyjah, downtown area especially, and they're homeless, and it's really sad. And the United Boys and Girls Club in the Elyjah branch, we've been opening our doors, and these kids have been identified, and they do the whole school, but the weekends are tough. So
we want to help them so that they have meals through the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. So we're working on a campaign for that as well. But everybody down there, I just want to really extend a love and gratitude to help those kids. So I don't know, it's a good thing. It makes me smile. Puts a smile on my face. It was fun, huh? Knocking on the doors, Dominique.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Pounding the pavement.
That's it. We liked it. So pretty much nobody said no. And how could you? Because what I did is I did it a different way. I gave them the key to the box.
Yes.
Right? How could you go wrong? Here's the box. Here's the key.
You're giving them
whatever you want to give us, we'll take it, right?
You're giving them an opportunity to give more.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, once they raise the $299 and they donate that into the United Boys and Girls Club, we give them an ad.
Yes.
We did reverse engineering on what we're doing on a wall with over 1 million hits.
Building community.
That's it. Once they get up to the $2,000, give them a commercial, Dr. D. I forgot to tell you that. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, Dr. D, put your hands together for Dr. D. Yeah.
You mean I have extra work now?
Yeah, well, once we get to the 2,000, we just have to have
fantastic.
Yeah. I know you're up for that. All right, cool.
I was just talking to a friend of mine who did some coaching at a local high school recently, and he was saying about how he was so surprised that students in public schools, a lot of them can't afford to go do the sport that they love to do. Yeah. So he was so thrilled to hear about Teen Sports Radio and all the work we do to help kids get into sports and activities.
Yeah, we're trying. We're going to bring some Dons in the house a little bit later on. We've got Coach Mike is going to be joining us, okay, and I'm really excited about that. We also have some Westmont Polo players. They were here last year. And of course, I boo-booed, right? And I announced the national championship. Okay, and then I got scared. We left it, right, Dr. D, on the radio. I left it on the Facebook. And then they won! Woo! Yes!
I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't forget. I just figured we'd just be quiet, because who listens to the show, right? And then all of a sudden it blows up. It's great. So now everybody wants to be on the show. Girls basketball at Bishop was on the show. Well, they won.
Woo! That was a great game.
Coming here is not like being on the cover of SI, right?
Nope.
No. It is not a curse. It's a blessing. That's what I say. Dominique, where's the moon? I think it's sitting on my horizon right now.
It's in the first quarter, and it's growing full. Ooh. So things are manifesting right now.
Manifesting.
Yep.
Manifesting. Got a bunch of testosterone in the house. They're all excited. It's manifesting.
Yeah, we're actually moving from Leo into Virgo.
Oh, we like the Virgo.
Yeah.
That's the mother, right?
Yeah. That's where the moon actually shifts through all the constellations in an entire month.
Oh. Really?
So, yeah. So
I didn't know that.
The sun takes a year to go through the constellations, and the moon takes a month.
Oh.
Is that like 28 days?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. Coach Juli Shulem, put your hands together.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
Yes. I am so excited that you've joined us today. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. All
right. When you say coach, I've had somebody ask me, I say Coach Juli Shulem, and of course, I always bring this up, but you could see she has the most amazing piece of art, in the new wing of Cottage Hospital. It's so funny because I got to bring it up again.
Apparently.
I know. So I'm visiting a friend, and then all of a sudden Dominique shoves me up against the wall, and she goes, "Hey, look at that. So I looked at it, I'm like, Juli Shulem, how do I know that name? She's been on the show, but I go, invite her back. She's famous. Make her a co-host. That's it. I loved it.
She's also a famous speaker.
I know. I'm finding this out,
Yeah.
So we can't pay her, though. I don't know if you read your contract.
I know.
It's on the back of a napkin. It's just like,
I did get that one.
Did you really? I said, please be a co-host. You're up on the website. I don't even know if you looked.
No, I haven't.
I know you guys got a pretty picture.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah. So coaching, talk about your coaching.
Coaching. Well, interestingly, it's funny because when people say, "Oh, what do you what sport do you coach?" Well, the irony is here, I am not even remotely in the sports arena. Matter of fact, I was the biggest non-sports person you would ever meet. Anything that had to do with a ball or water, not going to happen with me. Running, So it's kind of ironic that I'm even on this show.
No,
and
you're famous.
You dance.
But I dance. So, okay, that's my sport. Does that? I was told that counts as a sport.
It is a
sport. Can that count? Okay,
yes.
So that's my sport. So yes, I've been a dancer for my entire life. So that's what I do. And
talk to me about dance and ADD, ADHD, because I know you've based your practice on a lot of that.
Exactly. Yeah? I mean, I'm a productivity coach, but my specialty is dealing with people with ADHD, and I work with a lot of high school and college students in addition to entrepreneurs. But
I'm raising my hand. I think I have that.
Really? This is.
We are all so shocked.
Yes, I know. I would not say this is a revelation.
I can
here.
dance too.
Oh, good. Yes. Awesome. Well, dancing is a good thing.
Yeah.
And the reason the dancing is great is first of all, it's active. So that's why anyone doing any kind of sport, that's awesome because that helps with focusing and productivity. And so that's really good to have in your life in any regard. And dancing is particularly awesome because you have to learn a sequence of steps in pretty much every dance. And having that focusing and being really present is really excellent for helping with the ADHD brain to be able to sequence and get that skill set worked in. So it's kind of a pleasant and really enjoyable activity in order to do that. So I always like to encourage my students in particular, how does salsa sound to you? And I'm not talking about the stuff with dip.
That's funny.
So, get into dancing.
So is it because you're burning energy? Is that what it is? Because you're jacked all the time when you have it? So you just want them to get pooped out or what?
No. It actually helps with, the activity, the exercise actually stimulates the neurotransmitters. Jinx.
Those things.
So, neurotransmission and in the activity, and that is what helps to be able to be more focused because it helps. The neurotransmitters are required in order to have the brain functioning properly.
Nice.
In order to have the norepinephrine and dopamine moving across the synapse in the right. I'm not going to get all technical on you, but bottom line, it's really good stuff.
Cool.
So
same thing with dyslexia, right? D, that's what you did in high school, when you were just to help you.
Yeah, any kind of physical activity is really helpful for my dyslexia.
Anything with even you raising your hand. Yes.
Grab a mic.
Dyslexic. And does sports help you? Does that, do you find that if you've worked out during the day that you're able to do a little bit better with your schoolwork?
Yeah, I'd say it helps a little bit just because, like you said, the stimulation, you just kind of more awake, if you will, just you're more attentive
more
and
exactly.
More
focused. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tony. That's really Tony, right?
Yeah,
I got the name right.
Tony, Westmont Polo.
Yeah, no, this is great, and that speaks to really what I help other people to understand. And bottom line, if you're working out, or you don't even have to work out so much, if you just do something for even 20 or 30 minutes every day, and it has to be every day. The days you don't want to focus, don't work out, no problem. But if you really want to focus, that would be a good thing to do. Also, wear the color orange. Dominique, you're wearing an awesome orange scarf, and do you know that color actually helps with focusing and productivity. That is the
Really?
Yes. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
So a little accent of orange in your office or where you're working and everything.
Really?
Yeah, really? No kidding.
I put pumpkins all over my desk.
You know,
Pumpkins, yeah.
you just changed your office color, and I would say it's an orange gold.
Yeah.
That's on your walls.
Antique gold. It's got a little orange in it. It really does, actually.
Yeah, pop of orange.
Yeah, it does.
Even if it's just your pencil box or something.
I want people to
Yeah,
bring
it's really
their
good.
checkbooks
Okay.
when they come see me.
Okay, dokie.
I have an insurance company.
I
Okay, I didn't know. All right. Hey, Dr. D's giving me the smushy sign. We are going to have Mike Terry, the boys lacrosse, Santa Barbara High School when we get back. Go Dons! We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is a Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
at 9 a.m. right after the news. Woohoo! Guess what? I sent out an email right to Joe Chenoweth. I love this guy, and I know Santa Barbara High School and everything, but he is a Bishop grad. So anyway, out of all the ADs since day one, Joe has always been like the best guy when I'm in a pinch to bring. So immediately within 5 seconds, he sends out an email, not waiting till later, not nothing. My friend Joe, okay? He sends out an email and boom! Guess who responds? Mike Terry, the boys lacrosse. What do you have this? Hey.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, everybody. Lacrosse. Hey, so I'm sorry you didn't get a piece of that $3,000 because it went to the girls, right?
Yeah, that's what's up.
I don't know what's up. We're going to work hard now. I owe you.
Yeah, you owe
I'm a
me.
good person to owe, though.
Alright, so-
D, am I a good person?
You make good.
Yeah, I always make good.
3,500.
That's a lot of $3,000. Oh, that's it. Nice. He's always pinching us. Oh, I got to work hard now, really hard. All right. So, Mike,
Yes.
coach of Santa Barbara boys lacrosse.
Yes.
All right. So, how many years have you had a lacrosse team?
This is our first year.
Whoa! You need money.
First year CIF.
Oh, okay. So, it was a club before this?
Yes, it was a club before this, and they were playing club ball, and now it's officially CIF. And
So you must have done well, or they're not going to. School's not going to back it, right? You did pretty good, right?
Also, I actually, you have to talk to
Joe, my friend Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll talk to my friend Joe. Okay.
I'm actually new to town.
Yeah.
About 8 months. So.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Oh,
I'm an East Coast guy.
Go. Can you feel the love?
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm from New York. That's all right.
There you go. Yeah, it's
New
not.
York, Jersey,
And it's pretty cold back east. So it's 85 now. So I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
It's like wearing a t-shirt, shorts. My parents are wearing long sleeves and a jacket.
There you go.
So give yourself a year and you lose that winter coat and you'll never go back.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't plan on going back
That's it.
anytime soon.
Now, all right, so talk to us about your lacrosse upbringing. So obviously you're the coach. So where did it come from?
Well, me being an East Coast guy, lacrosse is so big on the East Coast. So I'm originally from New Jersey. I started playing lacrosse when I was in eighth grade, but organization, I didn't start playing until my freshman year because it was just too expensive. 8th grade, you had to pay for it. So my parents were like, "You just have to wait till your freshman year where it's free." So my freshman year, that's when I officially started playing lacrosse.
Nice.
And I was also a soccer and a basketball player at the same time. So I was more of a basketball player. I thought my future would be in basketball, going to college, and I know just like anyone else, may potentially going to the NBA, having big dreams. But I picked up a lacrosse stick and I fell in love with the sport. And I would say my junior year, I started to take off, and I kind of saw that my potential was pretty high. I mean, sky's the limit, So.
Tell me some of who your heroes are in lacrosse.
I actually have one hero. It was actually pretty cool. When growing up in high school, I used to watch Kyle Harrison. He's actually a Johns Hopkins alum. I used to watch his. I used to mirror his dodging moves. When you dodge, it's kind of like a basketball move, like crossover in basketball. So dodging and lacrosse. I pretty much mirrored his moves, and actually, believe it or not, I actually got to meet Kyle Harrison later on in my life, and now we're actually pretty good friends. And
nice.
So it's actually really, really cool. We text and we're in touch with each other. And he actually lives out here on the West Coast now, so I actually get to see him every now and then. So it's pretty pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cool. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I forget what I was saying. I'm sorry. I forget where I was at.
We were asking you how you got into lacrosse, but how did you become a coach?
Believe it or not, once I was done with my college career, I was so burnt out. I honestly didn't want to be around lacrosse at all. So I was back in my alma mater, Columbia High School, watching a state basketball game, and the guy who actually got me involved with lacrosse, Steve Ramos, he was at the game as well, and he was like, "Hey, Mike, you want to coach our JV team?" And I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of burnt out." He's like, "No, just give it a try. We really need a coach. After everything I did for you, just do this for me." I was like, "Yeah, well, all right, why not?" So I went out there, and I never really realized how good of a feeling being a head coach is. Like just seeing your team, seeing the kids go out there having so much fun, and seeing when they start, seeing where they start from and where they end at, just seeing the development of the players. You get so much, you feel so good about yourself and the players, and you want to get everything out of it. So after that, I was just like, oh my gosh, I think I was meant to coach. So I love every second of it. Every time I step on the field, I want to get the most out of everyone that I coach. It's such a great feling.
That's so awesome.
Inspiring.
Yeah. From one coach to another, yeah. I understand that feeling. That's awesome.
Yeah,
tell me your best. Can you think of your best coaching moment?
Actually can. It's all pretty. It's pretty cool, I think, in my eyes. So I was coaching JV at my alma mater, Columbia High School, and actually my stepbrother Jules Henningberg, who's actually a starting attackman on Rutgers right now, Division I lacrosse. Nice. Shout out to Jules. But he was a freshman at the time when I was coaching the JV team, and we had our first JV state tournament. You never really have a state tournament for a JV team, but we actually made the state tournament as a JV team, and we actually won states as a JV team. It was the first in New Jersey history, and it was just a great feeling. I think it was we had about 16 teams, and it's the best 16 teams in New Jersey. So going from,
and you won.
Yeah, and
wow,
and it was actually we actually had a few freshmen on the team, I think, and my younger brother Jules was one of them. And without those three freshmen, I don't think we would have won. But it was a really cool experience just to be a part of that first JV state championship, and seeing the guys how excited they were to lift up that trophy and be state champs.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah, so now, what are you doing out here that in relationship to what you were doing back in Jersey?
So what I'm doing out here now is what I want to help grow the game out west. As you know, lacrosse is so established back east. So my main goal here was to come out west and help grow the game. So Santa Barbara lacrosse is nowhere near where it is on the East Coast, or basically in New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, all the hotbeds. Maryland, definitely a hotbed. So Santa Barbara, we're just growing right now, and we have a youth program called SBLA, Santa Barbara Lacrosse Association, which I work for, and I'm actually the assistant director of that youth organization. So what I do is I oversee pretty much the whole entire youth league. And we have games every Saturdays, and I actually get to see the talent that's coming up from Santa Barbara. We have Rick Lehman, who's actually my boss now. He started this about 5 years ago. He's the head coach at San Marcos High School, and he's doing what he's built for the town of Santa Barbara, lacrosse wise, is unbelievable.
Hey, this amazing. Mike, I'm so impressed. I want to talk to you at break, but we have to take that break. It is go time. This is Erica Salda. We're going to be back with Mike and more boys after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. right after the news. We are so blessed to have Coach Mike Terry in the house, Santa Barbara High School lacrosse. Put your hands together, first year. I don't know how Santa Barbara High School does it, man. They just get the cream of the crop, as they say. So let's get with the boys here. So who did you bring with us today, Mike? Coach Mike?
Hey, so I brought two of my captains with me. I brought sophomore long stick midi Will Beightol.
Will, woo! Put your hands together.
Hello.
Yeah.
And then I also brought sophomore midfielder Elyjah Clopp.
Hey.
Elyjah. Woo-hoo! Nice. All right, boys. This is perfect example. So, I'll let you tell me about them. How'd you find them? Like, on and on.
All right. Well,
where did you find these boys?
The street.
Exactly.
Albertsons.
As a bagger.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I found so. So Will was actually one of the first kids I met when I moved out here.
Nice.
So as I told you, Rick Lehman is my boss. So when I first moved out here, my apartment wasn't ready for about a week. So I actually stayed with Rick, who I didn't know at all. We just knew each other through email. So I was staying with Rick for about a week, and then we played pickup. Maybe I think the first pickup lacrosse, maybe like the first 2-3 days I was out here, and none of my lacrosse stuff was out here. It was actually still back home, back east. So we went to the fields, and Will Beightol happened to be here, and he happened to have his helmet and a bunch of other equipment that I needed, and I ran into Will.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah,
That's what I'm all about.
That's how we roll in California.
Yeah, so I happened to I met Will that day, and that was pretty cool. And Elyjah, how did I meet Elyjah? Well, they're best friends.
Popped out of the ground.
Yeah, he kind of
born from the ashes.
Yeah, so Elyjah, well, they're both lacrosse players. So I mean, Elyjah, when they found out I was the head coach, they kind of just found me, to be honest.
Whoa, they Googled you.
Yeah. So you could just put it like that.
Nice. All right, who wants to go? We'll go Will first. So how long have you been playing the game, Will?
Going in my 4th year. This spring would be my 4th year.
Nice. So why lacrosse and not soccer, basketball, all the other sports you could be playing?
Grew up playing basketball for 9 years, football for 4. I don't know, lacrosse, just a mixture of everything, and I just fell in love with the game really fast, picking it up on the club level, like playing all year long now, so it's great.
Nice. Fantastic. So when you say it's a combination of everything, I mean, because I see a lot of contact in lacrosse. I mean, I like to watch the national championship games at the end. Duke always seems to be at the at the top. So is that where you hope to get there? I mean, and was that what your goal is to play?
Definitely still deciding. Like this is a big summer for me on the club level aspect, and you really just never know what level you're going to play at until you get that contact from coaches or you talk to them yourself. Any division level in lacrosse for NCAA is definitely an impressive thing to be part of.
So, Coach Mike, back to you here real quick. We're on the West Coast, so, I mean, all the big schools, Stanford, UCLA, they all have lacrosse, right?
Yes, but they're club, yes. But
okay.
but they're not a NCAA team. They're
UCSB club?
UCSB is club.
Everything's club?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
I would say the only NCAA.
Why are you laughing, Dr.
The only NCAA is Whittier, Division 3.
Oh, okay.
And that's Malibu, I believe.
Oh, fantastic.
It kind of reminds me of the beach volleyball, how that's been growing.
Yeah, I could see that too. All right. Elyjah, how long have you been playing? Yay, Elyjah said he's sprouted.
Hey, Elyjah!
There he is.
I as well have been playing for around 4 years, and this being my first truly competitive year where I'm taking it fully seriously. So definitely, other than in the past where it's kind of been something that I've looked past a little, but now this year definitely going 100%.
Nice.
I think I got to him because I think
Mike definitely got me on that one.
Yeah, he didn't. He when I first saw him, he didn't realize how much potential he has, and he still doesn't. But he's grown into a great player. Will and Elyjah, they're both growing it in front of my eyes. So it's great. It's great to see.
Nice. So do all schools now have are you like is San Marcos? Are they all following DP? They all have lacrosse teams now?
San Marcos, DP, Santa Barbara, all.
Of course, you beat them all. Do you? I'm just guessing.
I mean, well, our season opener, we fell to San Marcos 9-4 on their
fell. You literally?
Yeah, we
just fell.
Yeah, we
still on my feet.
we were a little slow, but we lost 9-4 on their home turf. But we'll see him again. I believe I don't know the exact date, but late April. So that'll be.
So is this their first year too?
Yes, this is their first year. CIF. Same with DP. We actually just beat DP last week 5-2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we actually had like a JV type game against DP early in the year that went into double overtime, and Elyjah Clopp actually scored the game-winning goal. So that's pretty cool to be a part of.
Nice, Elyjah. Good job.
I like that. Congratulations.
Okay, you're going to laugh. I know really nothing about lacrosse. So can you tell me, especially for kids that haven't even considered going out for the sport, what makes up the team? How does the game played? I mean,
thank you for asking that, because I was thinking the same thing. Does it have a stick? I heard you had a stick involved. Okay, so there's a ball.
So there's a rubber ball. It's the size of a baseball, but it's actually rubber. It's very, very hard.
Okay.
You have your lacrosse stick. It's called the shaft. The stick is called a shaft, and the plastic part with the netting is called a head, and then the netting is called mesh. And then you have your helmet, shoulder pads, arm pads, and that's pretty much it. And then you can't. So what separates? So what I'm trying to say is, so for someone to get into lacrosse, I mean, you kind of have to like contact. It's kind of like foot. It's a mixture of sports, just like Will said. It's a mixture of basketball, football, hockey, soccer. All in one sport. It's pretty much so like the pick and rolls of basketball, the being able to play behind the net in hockey, the endurance of soccer, the physicality of football. So all those things all into one sport. So it's pretty cool. And yeah.
Do you have the same rules in where you can't touch the ball except with the shaft?
Yeah. Then? So you cannot touch the ball with your hands. You can only pick it up with the stick.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you pick it over your hands, that's a violation, and turn over.
And so it is a combination of sports.
Yes,
that's what I'm hearing.
Yes,
okay, cool.
Thanks
for explaining that.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of the smaller schools, especially when you have towns, because I grew up back east in Long Island, and a lot of the small schools, you only had like maybe from 7th to 12th grade in one building, had about 1,000 kids in it. So we didn't have enough kids for football teams. So as you know, that's where we came up with the soccer and the lacrosse. So yeah, you pretty much grow up with lacrosse.
Yes.
7th grade it starts.
Yes.
How many people are on one team?
I would say about like 20, 25. That's a good amount. So you can do full field in practice. Mm-hmm. So that's a good amount.
Same amount of players on the field as soccer?
You have 10 guys on the field for one team. So 20 total.
So Elyjah, let me ask you this: so do you want to play in college, or once you find your aptitude?
My aptitude,
because then you'll find your altitude. You know what I'm saying?
The more I play it, the more I really start to fall in love with it and definitely like it a lot. I also really like football as well, so those two are kind of battling it out. But I'm gonna try to pursue both those and see how far they go, and whichever one takes me the furthest is the one I'm going to pursue the most.
Right. So I guess it's kind of like how much you like back east, right? Because there's not a lot, unless you want to play club here, right?
Yeah.
So, which is not that big of a decision, but, I've got if you had to coach, if you had to describe each one of these players, what would be a good way, a sentence or a couple of words? How would you describe each one of these? How would you describe Will? How would you describe Elyjah?
Will is definitely someone who leads by example.
Leads by example. Remember that, because you get back at him. So he's being nice to you.
Well, yeah. So Will leads by example. And he, again, being a captain, you have to be able to lead a team, and he does that with his experience and being vocal on the field. And Elyjah, he's really a workhorse. He really gives it his all, and kind of just never gives up on a play. And that's what you want to see as a coach, someone who never gives up, and a workhorse pretty much in playing midfield. You're playing offense, you're playing defense, you're facing off, and that's what Elyjah does. So he's our do-it-all midfielder.
Nice.
He does a lot for our team. They both do.
Nice. All right, here we go. Time to pay back. All right, Coach Mike is right in front of you. What do you want to say about Coach Mike? Will, you want to start off?
Definitely one word to describe Coach Michael Terry would be swagger.
Swagger!
There's something about him when he walks on the field.
I like that. Attitude. I like that.
A little bit of
Mr.
everything.
Attitude. That's it. All right, Elyjah, what do
I
you
as
say?
well definitely agree with that, and I'd have to say that Mike Terry is just on point. Bottom line,
like
Mike
that.
Terry's on point.
That is a cool compliment. I like that. On point.
I don't
These
know.
boys aren't running, huh?
I don't
You got
know.
He wears
practice
nice
today?
shoes.
Nice shoes?
I guess. I guess. I mean,
Swaggy
it's
shoes.
the East Coast. I mean,
That's
I
it.
don't
Gotta
know.
have those shoes.
Well, you know, Nick Young on LA Lakers, they call him Swaggy P, but they call your boy Swaggy T over there.
Swaggy
Made up
T.
statement.
I know. I like that. Hey, all right. So we got to take a short break, and I got the Westmont boys right behind you, but I want to help you out. So we need money, right? We always need money.
Yes.
So we just got to contact Santa Barbara High School and just light it up and say, hey, we'd like to donate to the new
Boys Lacrosse.
boys. Preface, boys. The girls already got the money.
Lacrosse, yes,
the boys
that'd be-
lacrosse
that'd be great.
team. That would be awesome.
That'd be
All right,
great.
put your hands together for the boys and Coach Mike Terry. All right, this is Erica Salda. We've got the Westmont boys polo team in the house. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right
Erica,
after the news.
Where else are we?
Yeah, right. I was going to ask you that. I'm throwing the ball back at you. Where else are we?
We are on Facebook,
Yes.
Twitter,
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
YouTube,
Yes.
and teensportsradio.com.
That's horrible. that is just horrible. You said you needed to go get some water. You can leave right now and go get some if you want some, right? That's no worries there. Okay,
It's the heart. It's the heart.
Hey, it is so. Oh, you got the biggest heart. It's true. Okay, if you missed the 9 a.m. broadcast, you could check us out this evening. Okay, 11 p.m. And then we're also on Sunday at 2 p.m. And then we got Coach Terry Cooper loves the Monday show because that's 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay, when she's trying to dig that and try to get that. What does she like? She like eggplant parmesan. And I just found out that I got a text from Maria because she heard Demia DiMaggio listened to the show last week. All right. And she said, oh, you're so funny. And she's making now eggplant parmesan. Yeah. Okay. For Terry Cooper. Yeah. See? They listen to the show. It's fantastic. I'm so excited. All right. So in the house, we've got the regional champion boys, Westmont,
Men.
Polo. What? Men. All right, men. We're moms. You're always going to be little boys to us, okay? That's how it is. All right, we got Michael Esparza and Tony Uretz. Put your hands together. Woo! Welcome. Tony, you're back.
Indeed.
Yes. You still have the little jacket I gave you from last year?
Of course.
You don't have it on.
No, I don't.
It's in the laundry.
Well, my don't really have many clean clothes right now. It's towards the end of the.
We're going to have to give you more T-shirts. Poor baby. Dominique, we should have brought more T-shirts.
I would have worn the T-shirt you gave me too, but that is also
dirty.
in the laundry.
Oh, sweetie. And we got to bring some of our detergent as well. Okay? It's got to bring them whatever they want. It's Westmont. It's my favorite
I heard
boys.
they were hungry.
Yes, we bring them food too. Whatever they want. We'll roll up Namita's food truck. Whatever they want. So seriously, you had another good year this year.
Yeah, it was a surprising one too because so the guys you spoke to last year, 3 of them graduated, and 2 of them were on our starting squad. The other one was our backup, and this year I had to kind of scramble to get 2 players because you need 3 to play on the team.
Right.
And I found 2 players. One of them being Mike Esparza, the other one being Kerry Osimo. He couldn't come today because he has class.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, Mike he came to Westmont for you can tell him your story.
Yeah. He can speak.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Woo! Put your hands together for Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, I came to Westmont to play baseball. I played for 16 years, and they recruited me for baseball. And I played my freshman year, and I stopped playing for just get more time to focus on academics and such.
Right.
And next thing you know, I'm on the polo team.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, I do.
I had that. I went to go play basketball. They didn't. Then they canned basketball, and then I'm like, God, I'm lost. I can't stay here. I need money. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I was trying to get a job, and they're like, oh, here, because I used to be a goalie, right? Or not used to be a goalie, I used to be a catcher. So I'm like, oh, try being a goalie, and there was this like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I mean, literally, that's when I had my Christian moment. Okay, not that Westmont wasn't helping through the whole process. What are you laughing at, Dominique? What? It's the true story, actually.
You just be yourself.
And it's what happened. That's very funny, Dominique. Okay, my ADDs right now is like jacked. Okay, help me, walk me through it, Coach Juli. I need a coach. All right, so you obviously know how to ride a horse, right? He didn't teach you how to do that.
No, see, that's the fun part. Is Mike and Carrie? They came to me. They came to the booth at the club event. They just came just to kind of humor me at first.
Feed the horses.
No, they came to the booth. I was just telling them what it was about, and they're like, okay, yeah, I kind of have an open mind, but they weren't. I don't think they were serious about it. They're just like, yeah, whatever. And then they came out to the preview day, and they're like, oh, this is fun, but no previous riding experience or anything.
Amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Well, I guess, in a way, when you're learning, because the program, honestly, you've got the best facility, you got the best coaching, and then you have a national championship. And I think that when somebody like yourself, 2 national champions, I just was correct, everybody slammed
no national championships, 1 national championship.
1 national championship.
No, 2 national championships. I was saying there's never mind. 2 national championships.
2 national championships. So 2. Okay, great. I thought we had 2 minutes left in the show. I wasn't sure what this 2 sign was.
No.
Everybody's slapping at me. I can't take this anymore. I need to go back on vacation. Okay, so he didn't know how to ride a horse. He wasn't really that interested. Then he fell in love with a horse. I don't know. What was the story? I don't know. That's what he fell in love with this one horse.
Definitely. I was like, man, I guess that would be fun. It was kind of a suggestion. Tony kind of found us. And next thing you know, me and Carrie got pretty close last year. We became good friends. And he's like, well, what do you think? Would you be interested? And I go, well, I guess, yeah, it'd be a story to tell. So next thing you know, like I said, we showing up and little to none riding experience. We're both from the South Bay area. Grew up surfing, playing baseball, soccer. Never thought about playing polo. Next thing you know, they put me on a horse and
were you scared?
Actually, wasn't as scared as I thought it'd be.
Did you talk it? Did you talk to the horse? Like cut you some slack?
Yeah, a little
horse whisperer.
Yeah,
cut you some slack. Yeah.
No, but
did the Vulcan thing? On his temples? No, just asking.
No, I think it's the surfing that might have helped.
Yeah, maybe it was some balance. Yeah, but. To be honest with you, all the credit goes to John Wesley and Wendy. Mm-hmm. His wife, they are just amazing coaches. They spent the time. They had incredible patience with us, obviously. They had to have good patience, and Tony as well. Half of it was just watching them and seeing what they're doing and trying to mimic it. And, it ended up working out. So
nice. Mm-hmm. So, there was, because, they have the girls' polo team. That didn't encourage you at all, no? Because I know the girls actually play with the boys sometimes. Nothing? No romance thing? No Luke and Laura thing that I need to know about?
Not too much romance. A little too focused for that.
Why is somebody laughing? Okay. I wasn't sure. No, nobody's saying anything. Okay, let's keep talking. This is radio. We have to keep talking.
No,
okay, Dominic, say something.
Our women's team, unfortunately, they did not fill out the paperwork in time and get their games in, so they were not officially a team. Yeah, so that's why I was just like, they came out a little bit, but they were never officially a team, so they didn't qualify for regionals.
Next year.
Yeah. Well, so, it's a big commitment, you know what I mean, on top of everything else. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the schooling, along with, because it's you're constantly out there, right? Mm-hmm. How many hours a day is it? Then you got to clean up. You just don't leave the horses say bye, right? Yeah. There's a responsibility there, right?
Well, this year was a little different than the previous years. So this year we didn't practice nearly as much due to difficulties and other aspects, but it's always difficult. So that's what made this year a little bit more interesting, because on top of having 2 new players who've never played before, they also didn't come out nearly as much as we have been in the past couple years. Mm-hmm. So that's what made the whole story a little bit more fun.
Glorious.
Mm-hmm.
Glorious. I like that.
Glorious.
I like that.
Yeah.
Glorious is a good.
So they had to do more visualization. How did you go about learning?
To pretty much just thinking about it most of the days, texting Tony, like, hey, I have this random question, and Tony's just, it's like second nature to Tony, you know, the different things, so it's nice having all the experience here. Just watching videos, you know, doing as much time as we can inside the classroom, you know, just talking about it and learning the rules in that sort of a way. So
yeah, well, and watching the people getting prepared for the Olympics, there's a lot to be said about doing the mental work behind the game.
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, especially before games and stuff, I like to visualize almost before I go to sleep. I don't know why I do it, but I almost visualize myself playing in the game before it even happens. Just, I don't know why I do it, but to me it helps me mentally prepare to stay focused for the game ahead.
That actually is a really, really good technique, and I do that a lot with my coaching, with helping people that are wanting to get from where they are to where they want to be, and visualize being there. You know, visualize what that's like, and then the steps to get there can be really assessed easily, and you have a better chance of actually having that happen. So it's a good tactic. It's not
helps for
don't
sure.
shove that under the rug. That's a
no.
good one.
Yeah, it definitely helps. That's for sure. I mean, I get specific, like right before I go to sleep. I still don't know why till this day, but I see myself like either making a play on the guy, like a defensive player, or scoring a goal, or just like seeing the score and like tacking up the horse before the game, just all that.
That's awesome. Now, do you do the same kind of prep like right before the game? Do you get out? Do you have like a mantra that you give yourself, or some kind of pep talk for your team? And what do you do right before you get out there on those horses? Do they get a pep talk too? By the way, the horses. I'm just asking.
The horses don't, but
they just get extra carrots.
This year. My technique before a game to get pumped up is I just get in my car and just listen to my favorite music like as loud as it can go in my car before. And my teammates last year didn't really like to do that, but this year my teammates enjoyed that. So
you all pile in your car?
Okay, got
it.
Before each game, we just pile in my car and listen to it.
Tell me what's that motivational song you listen to?
There's a couple, but one of them it's kind of like an EDM. It's like electric. It's called EDM, is electric dance music, right? Something like that. And it was the song I really liked was R.L. Grimes' remix of Satisfaction.
Oh, nice.
By Benny Benassi. Yeah. And then Mike has a couple favorite ones too.
What are they, Mike? Come on.
Any song by Zoo right now.
Any song by Zoo.
Yep.
Okay, so these are your motivational pump up.
Yep, those are the bangers.
Exactly.
Do you play anything for the horses or not really?
They get some. They hear it. They like it. They know it means game time.
So that's kind of like gets them to know that, okay, we're going on.
Yeah.
We got to perform now. All right, good. The guys are going to jump on us and we're ready. Good.
Hey, let's just jump on that and let's just get out of here. Okay. This is go time. This is Erica Salda. We've got one more section. Stay tuned for more after these messages.
The Westmont Warriors in the Fab Four of the 78th Annual Buffalo Funds NAIA Division I Men's Basketball National Championship, trying to get into the national championship game for the first time in school history. Warriors need a bucket. Wow, knocks down the shot with 7 seconds to go. And the Warriors have stunned number one. The Westmont Warriors will dance the final dance.
Just want to give a shout out to Corey Blau and Hayden Anderson, my past roommates. I just want to say congratulations on the advancement in the finals of the national tournament, and I just want to say, Blau, that was a sick shot you made at the buzzer, being a sophomore and carrying the team and leading by example and making that last shot. So congratulations.
I think you should get you need to, broadcasting is in your future, right, Dr. D? That's it, I like it. Wow, just on the hoof, just threw it at him, I hit him in the head with the mic, just do my mic, hit him. Because he's on a horse all the time, he dodges, he knows how to do all that stuff.
He's got the energy.
Yeah, he does, I like it. He's excited. Well, this is his second year, and he's wearing the clothes.
Yeah, I'm a vet now.
He's a veteran. Yeah. I love it. All right, fantastic. So we got a couple of minutes left, so you going to follow in your brother's footsteps or what?
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, actually, my youngest brother,
you got another one in the family? Oh my God!
He's got accepted and he's committed to Westmont. So,
you're killing me!
No.
4 more years! 4 more years! I love love it.
So we'll see. Yeah, he's going to come, and I think Mike will stay with the team.
Yep.
And Hank's going to come, so we'll have a good prospect.
Now, he's been riding. I mean, he's like your family. So
we've all, my 4 brothers, we've all been playing, my 3 brothers, 4 of us, we've all been playing our whole lives. So, he's going to be coming hot.
That's so exciting. I'm excited. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and it won't be, maybe not as a struggle, No?
I mean, it's always a struggle. You never know what can happen, especially at the national level.
Yeah, definitely.
So how can we support Westmont's polo?
Yeah, we got a little time left.
In what way?
Money.
Oh, Anything will help.
All right.
In all honesty.
All right. Hey, you know what it is? I got the smushy sign. I got to thank Dominique, and I got to thank the boys, and I got to thank Coach Juli. Best place to live in the world is Santa Barbara. So stick your hands in your pocket and help somebody out, all right? Because it's about our teen athletes in this community. That's why we enjoy living here so much. This is Erica Salda. See you next week. God bless. Please tune in and join us next Tuesday at KZSB AM 1290 at 9:06 a.m. when we will go behind the scenes with the local students, athletes, coaches, parents, volunteers, and all other teen sports supporters. This is all brought to you by ePro Insurance Agency, leader in gift planning and wealth preservation since 1983. So please follow along and support our student athletes by reading the Santa Barbara News Press, and then join me, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen, Dr. Dugan, my co-host, friends, teens, every week on the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.